as promised, I said I would share with you guys an interview with my son, Ivan, who is on the spectrum, and today's the day. Hi, I'm Theresa Alvarez-Diaz with MrsDiazTalks.com on this very special interview with my son, Ivan Daniel Diaz. Ivan, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. He's a little worried about, my voice right now. I'm just getting over a cold, and and it really did a number on my voice. But we're still gonna get this
More
done.
More than a few numbers.
More than a few numbers. Okay, so Ivan, I asked you to write down and share some of the tips that you have for moms and dads who have kids who are on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. And we got your diagnosis when you were 8 years old.
Yeah.
You're how old now?
15.
15. So, it's been a few years now, and it's been a path that we've been walking, still learning every day. We've made mistakes along the way, but there's a lot of things that we've learned.
Yeah, 5 years of therapy after.
Right?
Yeah. After 5 years of therapy. So.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you have to share with the parents that are watching this?
Well, a tip that I think moms and dads should share is they should watch their tone, because there are a lot of times when I've misinterpreted my mom and my dad, and sometimes they will sound very mean. And I'm sure that's not what they mean, but the way that they say things is, I find it hard to really interpret what they're trying to say. That's why I think parents should really watch their tone. Tip for moms is to spend time with their child, because if they don't, then sometimes they might miss out on stuff, because I know I make a lot of references to Doctor Who, and I find them funny, but she never does. So, yeah. And another tip
because that's something that you are very interested in.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's why you want me to spend more time in that conversation that I of course would help me learn more about Doctor Who, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And hi, Dad.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. Another tip for a mother would be to, look into something that their child might be working on. Because I know I draw a lot, and last year, I painted a bit, but she didn't know about it until I showed her what my work had been all about. So, she kind of missed out on that.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, for dads, a tip for dads is, try to figure out what your child is interested in, because one of the things that I found out is that whenever I talk with my dad, there's a lot of things that we don't have in common. Like, we do listen to the same old music, 90s and back. But there are other stuff that we don't really share in common, and I would really like it if he would share those things in common with me. That's why I think all parents should really look into it. And they should just get to know their child. It's extremely important to just know your child and know what they like, what it is they do whenever they have free time. It's extremely important.
Excellent, thank you. And with your dad, we're talking about presence last time in his interview, and I think that's exactly what you're saying right now, that's incredibly important. So parents, thank you for listening in on this particular interview. We, as a family, are very much interested in sharing our story, because we know it'll help somebody. So as always, we invite you, now I invite you along with Ivan to elevate your frequency so you can live. Please like this video, comment on it so we can continue sharing, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications button so we can continue sharing what we are learning as a family, as individuals. Up next, you will have the interview with his siblings so they can talk to you about their perspective of having a brother on the spectrum. Blessings. Thank you so much for listening in.
Also, speaking of things that parents don't have in common, I really like The Legend of Zelda. And I talk about that on my personal YouTube channel, which is Balanaka Historian. You guys should definitely go out and check that out.
All right. Thank you, Ivan. I forgot to mention that. All right. Blessings. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.